I got my green card through my marriage, Cuban Adjustment Act, to my wife, and then I applied for citizenship. The day of the citizenship, the officer asked me about some tickets that I had back in 2008 and between 2008 and 2010. Back then, I was overstay visa.
What kind of tickets did you have?
So, traffic tickets.
That's fine.
I had 2 tickets. I had driven with the temporary driver license that you get with the overstay with the
international driver's license.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got arrested, and I got discharged.
Okay. And by the way, when you got your green card, did immigration know about all of this?
What do you mean?
In other words, when you got your green card, you got arrested once. So when you filed to adjust your status through your wife, did you bring in the disposition of an arrest and the case got dismissed?
And that's what's curious, because I brought it to the interview, but I thought the officer was more focused on the bona fide of the marriage.
Right. So they never asked you.
When the question came, remember with the part 12, he says, "Have you ever been detained, arrested, or something?" I said yes. So I brought the documents in front of the officer without asking. He didn't ask me anything about it. But when I came to my citizenship, it was like the focus, like the binoculars for the officer.
I think the focus was because the officer for the citizenship said that you never brought this arrest to the immigration officer's attention when you adjusted your status, and that could have been a factor in determining whether you're eligible to adjust your status or not. So there seems to be the issue. Tell me what happened with the end of the case. For that arrest.
Well, I brought the disposition.
What does it say on the disposition? Were you found guilty of anything?
No, discharged.
All right. So ultimately, you should become a citizen, because it seems like it really doesn't matter whether or not you would have given that disposition to the immigration officer or not at your adjustment interview, because ultimately you got arrested and the case was dismissed. So you would have got your green card either way. So when did you go for your citizenship interview?
Okay, I filed on the second week of October, and I went to my interview on the January and December 1st.
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay, so you got to wait 120 days, wait for immigration to make a decision. If you become a citizen, call me on the show, tell me you're a citizen, I'll congratulate you. If you get anything other than citizenship, call me in my office, and we'll talk about it. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, the N652, she marked. You pass whatever.
You pass the history and English. That's not the problem. The problem is that you didn't submit this disposition at your adjustment interview, so now they're giving you a problem. But that disposition shows that your case was dismissed. You would have got your green card either way. They should still make you a citizen. If they don't, we'll deal with it. All right? So stay tight. Let's see what happens, okay?
So I'm sorry, she marked request for evidence, like following from 2014 or something like that.
What did she ask for?
For the court.
The court records. All right, so have a consultation with me. Let's go through everything, okay? Hold on.